Christine,
Wonderful having you here.
thanks for giving me the chance.
Enjoy your
Appreciate it.
time on the sofa of wisdom in our living room here of Automation. It kind of feels good to sit down on day 3 at the fair, right?
Absolutely.
So just to get familiar with the role of Bernd, he's the Vice President for Automotive and Battery at Digital Industries within Siemens. You have a wonderful showcase, by the way, here right in the center in the highlight area.
Thanks.
So congrats on that. And there is always lots of people want to know about like what are we showcasing there. I guess you had a lot of conversation with customers as well throughout the last days.
Absolutely, and I'm very happy that the customers take the time, come here, visit us, and have a very intensive exchange and discussion about how this fits into and ties into what they have in mind for the future. So really, thanks to all the customers taking the time, coming and joining us. This is wonderful.
I guess they expect that they leave our fair booth with more information and inspiration of how to overcome those challenging times which they are facing at the moment. Because to be honest, I mean, when you read the news and kind of see what happens in politics and so on, it's not too optimistic, to be honest, when we look into the automotive industry. There is a lot of change and there is a lot of troubles in regards of this sector. Is it still wise to invest in this industry?
No doubt about the challenges. I think we all can watch TV, we see the news. Not surprisingly, if you ask Bernd, of course, I am clearly convinced that it makes sense to continue to invest, and with our focus in the automotive industry, as well as I would include the battery cell side in terms of e-mobility. Mm-hmm. Let me give 3 topics why I think so, and I'm really convinced about it. Number 1, automotive was, is, and will be a place where, in terms of production technology, automotive has always been a front runner. Mm-hmm. They very early on test out new technologies, innovations, and how to change and move forward, how to improve efficiency and effectiveness. And therefore, if there is one place we have to be successful, it is automotive. Also from the scaling and from the size, if we are successful there, you can transfer it to many other places. Number 2, yes, the transformation in e-mobility is slowing down. Let me take, maybe taking let's say a deep breath. However, slowing down does not mean it will stop. The invest which has been done in the last years, mm-hmm. you cannot. It's irreversible. You cannot change back. So from that side, yes, even if it slows down, the path will continue and it will no way back. And third, and this is I think very important for us as Siemens, if I give you a commitment, but I want to be your partner along the way, my commitment is valid in good times. And it must be valid, especially in not so good times, because my opinion is very simple. If we would walk away now and say, let us come back in 2 years when there is more money on the table, this will not work. We have to be there also in challenging times. And that would be the 3 reasons why I would encourage us to continue our focus and invest in automotive and the battery cells for the transformation.
So we're still optimistic here.
Absolutely.
At Siemens for good reasons, but we do have solutions. So what can we do for our customers? And this is why I think you're so positive about it, because
Absolutely.
you know that it's not that dark.
I mean, again, let me mention 3 things. And you touched already on one of them. You know, in all industries, not just in automotive and battery cells, software becomes more and more important. And the companies say software is a key competence. I'm really proud that I think we at Siemens, we recognized that very early on, and over the years, we have knowledge, a huge amount of knowledge on the software side, which is as well valid in the shop floor and on the design and simulation and side. And like we announced, I think in the last days, we continue our path and we continue to invest there. And you mentioned one example which I would like to say, we really are the one player who can bring a holistic digital twin to the table. And the time is absolutely right now, because now the computing power is really at a stage where the companies really start to not just simulate a small part of a factory, but they really go to have a live twin along the whole value chain, which is always really kind of matching the reality and the virtuality. So that's wonderful. Second topic, technology is a lot, but bringing technology to innovation, I think, is the key. So one of the examples I would like to mention is, you mentioned our automotive showcase, where we have our industrial co-pilot for engineering built into the showcase and kind of working with a C-car automotive standard, which really brings down the topic of engineering time and programming effort. So that's one example where we have many, where we not just have technology, but we really move technology into innovation. And number 3, also I think a good showcase here, we have own factories. We have really huge expertise, hands-on of people in these industries. We continue to invest in the software. So bringing that to the table and combining that with what the customers know and do, I think this is also something we really need to do in a close collaboration, even co-creation. And I think we have a wonderful example here on stage with ThyssenKrupp, with what we show here together with them. And in Hanover, we did something together with Schaeffler, where we really prove hands-on that the knowledge we have, combining it with the knowledge from the customers in automotive and the suppliers, really brings additional value to the table. So that would be the 3 points why I am really optimistic, and why also this show has really many touch points for concrete actions together with our customers.
But doesn't it still seem to be a long way to go? I mean, we talk about some of the technologies, we are using some of the technologies. Can you share your thoughts on how the future of the automotive industry could look like?
Well, I would be careful in knowing better than the automotive players themselves how it could look like. But I'm convinced, for example, that the topic of algorithms, of artificial intelligence, will play a crucial role in operating and optimizing productions. The flexibility which is required today in variety and all that, I think that will make tremendous step forward again if we can combine that with such kind of technology and mechanisms. So that is one of the things where I think which will play a crucial role, that the future operations of factories will, in my eyes, look much different in certain aspects as compared to today. Let me repeat my 3 things. I still think number 1 is, in the future, we keep our commitment. Number 2, and I think this is also quite important, the technology is moving so fast. None of us, neither the customers nor the suppliers, can tackle all the challenges on their own anymore. 10, 15 years ago, maybe, today, not possible. Therefore, collaboration, co-creation, but also ecosystems become a more and more important topic. And we have to accept that we as Siemens as well have to play in such ecosystems. And I think our Siemens Accelerator, by the way, is a wonderful building block to also prove to the world, to our customers, that we are willing to play in such ecosystems.
And Siemens Accelerator is our open digital business platform. So a platform where you can exchange, find partners, find solutions, and develop further on. As you can tell, this guy definitely knows his job and knows how to motivate our customers and prospects here interested in learning more. So we've heard a lot now, Bernd. Where can we find you and your topics at the booth?
Well, the automotive showcase is right, basically, if you just go straight ahead. But I think also across the scene, the ThyssenKrupp showcase is rather in the middle. I think along the path you will find many building blocks, which you then will find again in the overall automotive approach and battery cell approach.
Those technologies are more or less everywhere. And thank you so much for the insights. Great inspirational information for sure. Wishing you many more customer talks here informing about what we can offer to them. Thank you, Bernd.
Christine, thanks
the
for
best
having
of
me.
success.
Absolutely.
Big
Thanks a
round
lot.
of applause to Bernd
Thanks.
Mangler.
Bye.